daddy. By the time I was 10 years old, I was hopping on a Greyhound from St. Catharines. My mom was putting me on that Greyhound to take me to Toronto. I'd go from Toronto to Newmarket. My pops would pick me up at the Newmarket train station, drive me out to Keswick, to his basement apartment. There was always a record spinning. Usually it was like Jimmy Rogers, Kisses Sweeter Than Wine. I remember telling my pops that I was listening to a guy named Eric Clapton. And he told me that I should be listening to a guy named Vince Gill. My daddy's a minister. He's been a minister for a lot of years, long before I was around. 25 years in Tottenham. He used to tell me that Vince Gill was a good Christian. I'm like, how do you know that? So what about Eric Clapton? He goes, probably not. I'm like, how do you know that? Then again, one time I was down in Columbia, Tennessee, writing music with a buddy of mine. I said, how's your mom doing? He goes, oh, she's all up into Trump. And I'm like, really? He goes, yep, she says he's a good Christian. I'm like, I've heard that before. So one day I put a little medley together, some Eric Clapton and some Vince Gill, and I was like, Papa, check this out. These songs sound identical. There's nothing that is wrong, wanting you to stay right here with me. Know you got somewhere to go, won't you lay your worries down and stay with me? Don't you ever leave, no. Lay down, Sally, rest you in my arms. Don't you think you want someone to talk to, yeah? Lay down, Sally, no need to leave so soon. I've been trying all night long to talk to you, yeah. Lord, see the morning light coloring your face so dreamily. Underneath those Aurora skies, love is all that matters. Won't you stay with me? Don't you ever leave? No, no, lay down, Sally, rest you in my arms. Don't you think you want someone to talk to, yeah? Lay down, Sally, no need to leave so soon. I'll be trying all night long to talk to you, yeah. Well, you got my number, you got my name, yeah. Oh, why won't you call me, little Liza Jane? You got that body, yeah, got that frame, yeah. Oh, won't you call me, little Liza Jane? Oh, you, there ain't nothing I won't do. True kings never be the same, little Liza Jane. You heard my story. You got to know my name. Thank you very much, Eric Clapton and Vince Gill. I was like, Pops, you see the similarities? He goes, totally different songs. I'm like, all right. Yeah. There's three things that have been very consistent about my father. I'm going to definitely stay on the Papa train today, or at least for this set. It gives me a theme to go for. So there's three things that have been very consistent about my father. One, he has been a minister. He was a minister long before I was around. He'll be a minister long after. Two, he has always played guitar and sang. He taught me how to play, and consistently he has always had a guitar. Everywhere we went as a child, my dad would take his guitar. Old folks' homes, we were going to visit the grandparents. He would always have a guitar with him. So the third thing is he's always had a motorcycle. That's been my dad. A motorcycle, a guitar, and a preacher. So I called him up from Welland. We hadn't talked in a bit, and we were going through that. I went through a period of my life where I wanted to be exactly like my father, and then I went through a period of my life where I didn't want to be anything like my father. And now I'm at that stage where I'll be grateful if I can be a fraction of what my father is, because he's awesome. And so I was going through that phase where I wasn't talking as much. And I called him up. I was like, Pops, I'm in Welland. He's like, what are you doing down there? I'm like, I just bought a motorcycle. And I was hoping he was going to say, yeah, ride him. And instead he's like, huh. And I'm like, well, I was thinking maybe you and I could ride, like for the first time together. He said, son, I sold my bike 6 days ago. I was like, you did what? You must have another motorcycle, right? He says, no, I sold my bike, it's gone. He says, my hands aren't steady, my body is shaky, I'm not as stable on it. I got rid of it, I wasn't riding it. And I said, well, I was kind of hoping we could ride together, you know, do that father-son ride. He says, so was I. And then he paused. He said, tell you what. He says, meet me on Thursday in Barrie. You and I ride together for the first time. So I rode up from Welland. I rode into Barrie. I got off at Mayfield, or Bayfield, not Mayfield. Rode into the dealership as my pops was riding out of the dealership with a bike. He kept it for 2 months so him and I could ride. Sitting in my little book of song list titles was a song called Motorcycle I had yet to write. What's on your mind, babe? It's on mine. It's the same thing. Give me the green light, cause you know time is wasting away. Hey, hey. Upon girl, I'm not sure just why we're waiting. I've got the keys, you got the jeans. Why don't you slide on my way? Hey, hey. I got room for two. It's just missing you. Come on. No place in mind, but we can find it when we get there. With your arms around me, girl, I'm down. We can go anywhere you want, yeah, anything you want, yeah. Baby, what you say that we can go in? Hold on tight. into the fast lane. I'm shifting gears, you're right here and we're wide open. Hold on tight, we're taking off. Motorcycle. What you say, maybe, into the fast lane, into the fast lane. Hold on tight, gonna take you for a ride in the middle of the night, baby. You and I down the back road, anywhere you wanna go, yeah. Motorcycle, yeah. Oh, hold on tight, gonna take you for a ride in the middle of the night, baby. You and I. Hold on tight, gonna take you for a ride in the middle of the night, baby. You and I. Hold on tight, gonna take you for a ride in the middle of the night, baby. You and I down the back road, anywhere you wanna go, yeah, yeah, yeah. Motorcycle, homegrown music. Thank you so much. I totally thought I threw them far enough. That was close. Could have crushed those. How's the volume, dude? Go up. I thought that was a thumbs up. I gave it a head. When I go visit my father in Keswick, he had that Jimmy Rogers on the radio. He had Willie Nelson. Usually had some kind of Hank playing. Definitely had Merle Haggard playing. That was his fave. One of his fave. Top fave. Top two. But his other favorite was Elvis. Elvis all the time. Walked through the party at the candy check. Prison bands, they began to wear. Band was jumping and the drum began to swing. Should've heard a knockdown jailbird singing their rock. Baby, they rock. Everybody in the wholesale block gonna dance to the jailhouse rock. Bottom up, play tenor saxophone. Little Joe blowing on the side trombone. Drum above the mill, nose and crash boom bang. Old rhythm section was the purple gang. Baby, rock. Everybody in the wholesale block dance to the jailhouse rock. Number 47 said to number 3. You're the cutest jailbird I ever did see. Should be delighted with your company. Come on, to the jailhouse rock with me. Rock. Baby, rock. Everybody in the wholesale block dance to the jailhouse rock. Come on now. But don't be no square. If you can't find a partner, use a wooden chair. Why don't you rock? Babe, why don't you rock? Everybody in the wholesale block dance to the jailhouse rock. Hey. to the jailhouse rock. Right on, right on. Thank you so much. By a show of hands, anybody been to Graceland? No, not too many people, not too many people. Oh, we got a couple. How cool was Graceland though, right? Yeah. Those that have been usually come back with the same story I got, which is it's moving. It was over the top and it was crazy. The plastic on the furniture reminded me of my grandma's house. The gym reminded me of our basic gym in school. And yet that was the fancy thing for him at the time. It was crazy. His airplanes had Bose speakers. I thought that was kind of cool. And my daddy had Bose speakers. I was like, yeah, man, my daddy's like Elvis. Still got a hair tattoo. Oh, who are the people in the neighborhood, in the neighborhood, in the neighborhood? Oh, who are the people in the neighborhood? They're the people that you meet when you're walking down the street. They're the people that you meet each day. Right on, just sing it with the can. I'll just keep saying it like that. It'll be imprinted in my mind. I got 3 older sisters, a younger sister, and 2 younger brothers. One day, me and my middle oldest sister, if that makes any sense, and my stepmom went out to Canada's Wonderland. I was 12. It was when they used to have those little audio recording booths that you could go into and record your favorite pop song before you could just download the karaoke track to your phone. You'd go into this booth and you and your friends or stepmom and sister would sing a song. So they were looking through the catalog of songs, which as a 12-year-old, I knew very few songs. So when they chose this track to sing, I was like, I've never heard this before in my life. And when they're like, oh, you did a fantastic job, I'm like, well, I had no clue what I was singing, so glad it worked out. I was trying to take pride in my singing even at 12. Anyways, like I said, 1,000 years later, I figured out the track. I think this is how it goes. Well, you know I can't be found sitting here all alone. If you can't come around, please use the telephone. Baby, don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Baby, if I made you mad, something I might have said, please let's forget the past. Future looks bright ahead, but don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love, baby, it's just you I'm dreaming of. I don't walk up to the preacher, then we'll say I do. Oh, come on over here and love me. You know that I love you, baby, don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love, baby, it's just you I'm dreaming of. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Why should we be apart? I love you, baby, cross my heart, yeah. Don't stop thinking of me to make me feel this way. Oh, you love me. You know I got something to say. Don't be cruel to heart that's true. I don't want no other love, baby, it's just you I'm dreaming of. Baby, if I made you mad for something I might have said, please let's forget the past. The future looks bright ahead. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love, baby, it's just you I'm dreaming of. So don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love, baby, it's just you I'm dreaming of. Thank you so much. Right on, 2 in a row, Elvis. Hey, hey, yeah. Thank you for your time, man.
What do you perform?
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay.
Nothing, sir. Lock. Right. Thank you. Appreciate it, brother. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dream. I've had the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go to the Arctic 8 times. That's blessed. But I've also had the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to live with my father as an adult. I might have said that a little jesting prior to me staying with my dad. But after the fact, I say that in all sincerity. I don't think many people get a chance to live with their father as an adult. I mean, some do, but not everybody. And it was an absolute blessing. I was going through some things, and he was going through quad bypass. He needed some help, and I needed some help, and we became roommates. Before that, I lived everywhere, everywhere. Started in St. Catharines, went to Niagara Falls, ended up in Aurora here for a little while, crossing the high school up of Wellington. From here I went up to Bradford. From Bradford I went to Rexdale. From Rexdale I went to Scarborough. Things got bad. Ended up back in Mississauga. And then spent 14 years on the water. And then it was time to leave. It was time to go out north to my dad's place. Tottenham. The exact opposite everywhere else I had lived so far. I was with my dad for 4 months. And then he finally sat me down one night while we were in our robes watching UFC. He looks at me and he says, "Son, you gotta go." no business. So he says, you're probably gonna go back to the city, aren't you? Back to Port Credit? Back to the water? And I said, here's the thing, Pops. I spent my life playing the lake shore. From St. Catharines to Oshawa. I used to wonder why guys would do a gig and then drive an hour and a half back to places that they would call Milton or Barrie, but they weren't going to Milton or Barrie. They were just going to places that nobody else heard of, like Fergus or Angus or Erin or, you know, whatever the heck those other places, Cookstown, Innisfil, you know? All of a sudden, for 4 months, I became the same. I would finish my gig, and I'd start the hour and a half drive back to where I lived. Never before had I taken the 410, needed it for nothing. But all of a sudden, I'm going up the 410 to Mayfield. Then my GPS tells me to get off at Dixie Road. And I'm like, perfect, I know Dixie, I know all about Dixie. But no, that's City Dixie. This is a different Dixie. There's Dixie in Mayfield. This is farmland Dixie. So I go north on Dixie to St. Charles Side Road, and I head east over to Airport. When I get to Airport, I go north to Highway 9. When I get to 9, I'd normally go there just to get to my dad's place in Tottenham, but instead nowadays, I keep going north on Airport, up and down the hills. I get to 89, and I keep going north still some more. I was like, Pops, I'm never going back to the city. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Singing the Noah River. 5 years old then, older than those trees, younger than the mountains, and blowing like a breeze. Baby, country roads, take me home to the place I know, West Virginia. Oh, mountain mama, take me home, and country roads. All my memories gathered round her, miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the skies, a misty taste of moonshine, a teardrop in my eyes. A baby, country roads, take me home to the place where I belong, West Virginia. Oh, mountain mama, take me home down country road. I hear her voice in the morning hours. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down that road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, you guys got it in you? Country roads, come on now. Take me home. There it is. You got it. Yep. Beautiful. One more time. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Oh, mountain mama, take me home down country roads. Take me home down country roads. Take me home down country roads. Yeah. Johnny Denver, right on, right on. Thank you so much. One of my faves. What about you, Kay? One of your faves? Right on. So good. My parents would play those records over and over again. It's like you got used to hearing it with the skips. You'd sing it with the skips, just for fun. How's your pregnancy out here for photo taking today? you see the number on the page? And I'm like, I can't see nothing. They're like, you absolutely can't see the number on the page? I'm like, I don't see nothing. They showed me a couple of different numbers. By the end of it, they're like, you're not blind, you're colorblind. I'm like, oh, no glasses. I tried to fail grade 3 like my daddy. Didn't work. I spent the first 18 years of my life trying to be a minister like my daddy. That also didn't work. I mean, it kind of worked, but it didn't work really. When he taught me how to play guitar, he said, you should get an acoustic guitar. So he went and got me an acoustic. And I'm like, what would I ever do with an acoustic guitar? And look now where we are. I use this guitar for my living. No need for an electric guitar. He knew my fingers weren't built for it, just like his. I was playing at the Grey Goat one time up in Newmarket. My dad was in the audience. He helped me bring my gear to the show. I was just a little guy. He said, you should play You Are My Sunshine for the people here. I'm like, Pops, I'm not playing You Are My Sunshine at a bar. He goes, they'll love it. I'm like, no, I ain't doing it. He goes, you should do the song where you yodel. I'm like, I'm not doing the song where I yodel at a bar. What am I doing, Pops? I'm not going to do it. As a kid that was supposed to be a minister, he wasn't big on the fact that I was going on the road with bands. But I called him from Prince Edward Island. I'm like, Pops, I'm standing 10 feet away from Ricky Skaggs. He goes, tell him I'm his biggest fan. I'm like, I will. I called him a half an hour later. I'm like, Pops, Tanya Tucker's in the green room hanging out, drinking with us. He goes, tell her I'm his biggest fan. Her biggest fan. I'm like, I will. Then I called him up one day. I'm like, Pops, we're opening for Alan Jackson. He says, son, you should play You Are My Sunshine. So that Alan Jackson show, I did this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Baby, you look good tonight, and that cotton dress sure suits you right. But I may not be thinking what you're thinking. Before I go and promise you all those things that lovers do, girl, you ought to know I've been drinking under normal circumstances. I never lie to you, but the devil, man, he dances. When I've had one or two, you know, love and alcohol, I can't touch that stuff at all. Always seems to get the best of me. Yeah, combination is dangerous. Time I mix them up and you say something that I don't need, but it ain't my fault. I blame it on love and alcohol. Oh, if you happen to decide to take me home with you tonight, maybe I'll be glad to go along. There'll be no I told you so. I take it now, so now you know. Come tomorrow morning, I'll be gone. So before you have another, before I finish mine, girl, let me warn you one more time. You know, love and alcohol, touch that stuff at all. Always seems to get the best of me. Yeah, the combination is dangerous. Every time I mix them up and you say something I don't mean, but it ain't my fault. I like the way you move. Blame it on love and alcohol. Yeah, yeah, yeah. grandpa on fire. Talk about hell yeah. Hey, what? I go, I name. Giacomo Fina, name. Giacomo Fina, name. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, why dreamt I held you in my arms. When I woke, dear, I was mistaken. So I hung my head and I cried. Your turn, come on. You are my... alcohol, yeah, I can't touch that stuff at all. Always seems to get the best of me. Combination dangerous every time I mix them up and say something that I don't mean. But it ain't my fault. I'll blame it on love and alcohol. Oh, it ain't my fault. I'll blame it on love and alcohol. My name is Marshall Dane. I'm taking a short little break and we'll be back in a few minutes. One time when I say right on, you say right on. Right on? Right on.